guys, my name is Brandon and welcome to Audio Addiction, where you can find latest album reviews, you can find our band interviews, and you can find live video of the concerts that we get. Like I mentioned earlier, we have one of Andres coming up that we already posted, and another one that's coming up that we are going to hopefully get video for is Poeta. They are coming through and they're an awesome ambient rock band, so definitely go check them out. Era is another one I want to try to get, and 4 Years Strong is another one I also want to get as well. So definitely be on the lookout for those. Really stoked for them, but definitely be on the lookout for those. We'll have more album reviews coming out really soon as well too, and just a lot of awesome stuff coming along the pipeline. So if you enjoy what we do, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also make sure to hit that like button as well. It really does go a long way, and thank you guys for your support. So tonight we're going to be talking about Everyday Sidekicks' new record, Hope. So, for those of you who haven't heard of this band, they kind of remind me of, I would say, like classic post-hardcore or even like classic screamo bands like Silverstein, in that sort of like post-hardcore realm. But I think they're a really solid band. I think they're a band that I feel like you should check out. Ironically enough, I asked about Homebound, UK pop punk band, which we did an interview with, and shout outs to Lauren. She was the one who recommended that I would check out this band, and I would say that they definitely hit that sort of nostalgic bug that I was looking for. So definitely stoked to review this album, and I hope you guys like it as well. So we'll move it into the first track, which is Glass House. Definitely one of my favorite tracks. I feel like this one, I like the back and forth between like the cleans and the screams. I feel like this one is just has this sort of like move and groove and rhythm to it, which I really enjoy. I also again enjoy that sort of classic post-hardcore vibes, which is just the way it sounds, like guitar wise, as well as like drumming and bass and just the vocals in general, just remind me a lot of just those post-hardcore bands. I would definitely say that the chorus is super catchy in my opinion, and I feel like the screams are definitely unique, up there with one of my favorite screamers of all time, Sam Carter of Architects. You can definitely tell that that's an influence on their band. It doesn't definitely has this sort of Architects feel to it, but just maybe a little bit more post-hardcore based, as well as like a little bit less metalcore-y. I think it's a super solid opener track, and I also feel like again it has this sort of swing and groove to it that I really enjoy. So we'll move into track number 2, which is Bury Your Friends. Really liking this sort of clean guitar intro, as well as with the vocals. I always love that combination. That's one of those tried and true classics to me. Really enjoy that. I'm really loving the guitar riff in the verse. Like I haven't mentioned on here yet, but I am a guitar player myself, and that's something that I typically pick out when I'm listening to a lot of these tracks on the record. I definitely pick out a lot of the guitar parts, and to me, I really enjoy that. I also enjoy their leads as well. I feel like they add this sort of nice ambience to the overall track, that I enjoy. I also like that sort of bass and vocal combo in the second verse. I thought that was a cool change of pace. And I also enjoy the sort of tapping guitar parts in the lead department. I thought that was very cool and something that just differentiated themselves just a little bit more. And I like the balance in this track between heavy guitar parts and it being melodic. I feel like, there's never that there aren't too many bands that can have that sort of balance between heavy tracks and melodic parts, at least to my knowledge. But I feel like they handled this very well, and I really enjoyed that one. So we'll move it into track number 3, which is Fracture. This is another single that they released. Really enjoyed this one. I would say this one's one of my favorites as well. It has this sort of heavy, fast intro, just picks up and never doesn't really stop. Really liking the guitar riffs. I think they're really catchy and fast in the intro, and I know they kind of show up in the bridge part. I thought that was really cool. Also enjoy that the chorus is very catchy and has this sort of melodic element to it. I think that that's really solid as well. Also enjoy the breakdowns on this track in particular. I think they were really solid, especially the second one. I think I like the second breakdown more. And I thought the bridge in this track would lead in a different way. I thought either they were gonna go like heavy or something like that. I feel like it was very odd how they stopped it in this track. At least I just felt like it was going somewhere and it just never really resolved to that. I feel like it just stopped and then they went back into the chorus, which just seemed just a little bit odd to me, but I still really enjoyed this track a lot. So we'll move it into track number 4, which is Lacuna. This is a cool little interlude piece. I'm like that it adds this sort of ambience in this track in particular. But again, I feel like this track is a little bit unnecessary. I felt like it wasn't really crucial to the to this record, at least in my opinion. But I felt like, again, I could understand why they would want it. It kind of breaks up Fractures, but I felt since Fractures ended kind of weird that this was just a little bit unnecessary. But nevertheless, I feel like it was a really solid interlude piece. So we'll move it into the last track of the record, Business Secrets of the Pharaohs. I would say by far, this is my favorite track of the record. I love that sort of intro guitar riff. Probably my favorite off the record. I feel like this track just comes right out the gate. It just comes out swinging. I definitely would say that this is easily the best track off the record, without a doubt. It's just relentless. It's fast. It's heavy. It's good. And I also feel like, again, the screams have this sort of Architects feel to it. Like I've been mentioning, I feel like Architects is a big influence. And once you watch our interview, you will understand why. I like this track. I feel like this track is the most structurally sound out of the entire record. I feel like it's a great way to end off this record, and I would certainly like to see more tracks like this. I know they kind of switched up their sound as per the interview that I had, but I definitely feel like if they did heavier tracks, I would definitely be stoked on that. So we'll go into the pros and cons. I feel like it's a solid overall first release. I think it's a really good record to check out. I think a lot of UK bands and just European bands have been killing it recently. I just love new talent that comes out of the UK. I will always support UK bands and just international bands. I feel like they just have a different flair to their music and stuff like that I really enjoy. So definitely go check out Everyday Sidekicks new record, Hope. My overall rating for that record is going to be an 8.5 out of 10. I think it's definitely one you should check out. They're telling me that to hold off for a bit if you're looking for physical records. I love physical records, so if you want to buy a physical one, they're going to be putting pre-orders up when the album comes out on that day, and then they're going to try to get the pre-orders together at that point. So definitely go check that out if you're interested in that. If not, pick it up digitally. I think it's going to be on all platforms. So definitely go give this one a spin at least. I think, again, very reminiscent of like almost like Architects meets Silverstein in that regard. But really, really solid effort from these guys, and I'm stoked to see more. So let me know in the comments if you've heard of Everyday Sidekicks, what's your thoughts on them. What's your thoughts on the singles, and how do you think the rest of the album's going to sound? Definitely let me know in the comments section below. Also, if you enjoy what we do, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure to hit that like button. It really does mean a lot, and thank you guys for your support. And if you support us a lot, definitely go pick up something from our merch store. It would certainly mean the world to me, and thank you guys again for your support. So with that being said, my name is Brandon, and we hope you got your fix, and we'll be talking with you soon. Peace. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Of course, if you enjoy what we do, make sure to go check out the other series we do. We do album reviews, we do band interviews, and we do live videos, so definitely go check that out. Hit that subscribe button. It really helps out our channel, helps us grow. Make sure to hit that like button as well. Go follow us on social media. That's all down below. We try to keep that as updated as possible. We also made a new website where we'll be posting photos of upcoming concerts and stuff like that, which you can go check out at audioaddictionmedia.com and come get your fix with us, guys. Talk to you later. Deuces.